Great job, everyone, turning in your assignment from yesterday. I'm so proud of you. Doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Great job with the visualizing. I totally see that you understand it now. So today is day 2, Tuesday, and I want you to click on the text box and tell me what you remember about literary elements. We've talked about it a couple of times, so in your assignment, click on the text box, pause right here. What do you know about literary elements? Without scrolling ahead. Silly. Pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, now that you're back, welcome. Great job filling in that text box. So we're going to go over our standard and objective, what literary elements are and why they're very important today. I'm going to model for you using success criteria, glows and grows. And remember, we're not submitting a quiz today, we're submitting our assignment. I went a little crazy with the Bitmojis. Put in the, I don't want to say the comment section because it's not a comment section, but drop in the comment section what you like about my Bitmojis and what ones I should try later. And when you submit your assignment, I'll see your feedback. So today we are going to describe literary elements of a story. Our standards are the same as they were yesterday, going over writing, vocabulary, reading literature. Remember, synonyms are the same, antonyms are opposites. So antonyms and synonyms, the reason why the author uses them, understanding the relationship between words can sometimes help you better understand each of the words and the whole story overall. So an antonym is a word that is an opposite, meaning from another word. So if you like someone but an antonym would be you hate them. I don't like that word, but also if you're hungry and full, those are opposites or antonyms. Synonyms mean the same. So if I smile and I grin, same thing. If I laugh and chuckle, same thing. So remember that. That's on the test on Friday. Literary elements. Okay. What literary elements are the easiest for you? And after all of this, I want you to keep thinking about that. Keep that in the front of your mind, because at the end of this, I want you to think of why do you think the author uses literary elements when they are writing? And so you have 2 text boxes to fill out. One here about what's the easiest for you, and one down here. But we'll get to that in a second. The literary elements, like we've seen before, are characters, setting, plot, and events. The characters are people, animals, something in the story. I read a book the other day where the main character was an alien. The setting is where the story takes place. And I noticed last week when we were doing literary elements, you would say one word. You would say the setting is outside. Well, that could be a setting, but where specifically outside? Is it at a fairground? Is it at someone's pool? Is it in your backyard? Is it out in a secret garden? You need to be thinking about all this and being very specific with what your setting is. Same with character. Don't just say the boy in the story. Well, what's the boy's name? Get very specific. Plot. What's the conflict? What's something that happened that was bad? Some kind of conflict. I know you've had conflicts with your brothers and sisters. What exactly was that conflict? Resolution. How exactly was it resolved? Did you have to call your mom? Is that how it was resolved? Look for that in the story. And remember, events are changes in the character, changes in the mood, the plot changing. So I like to call it the beginning, the middle, and the end. So if you think about that. And this is worth 50 points today. So you should have done slide 2. I will be looking for slide 7, that you've done both of these. And also, here's the secret garden. You should be turning to that page again in your My Book. Okay, so let's look at what you have to do today. You have to describe the story using the elements. And look, they've even chunked it up for you. We need to know the characters, the setting. The main problem is Mary cannot find the door to the secret garden. So we already know that's the conflict. These are the important story events? What in the story is actually important? Is every little thing that happens in the story important? Absolutely not. What about the problem? How is it resolved? You're going to have to do that on your own today. So as you read, fill out this graphic organizer. Oh, look at that. In the first sentence, I already see the character. One of the characters is Mary Lennox. She is a 10-year-old orphan. From India. She's moving to her uncle. So there's an uncle. He's from England. And so now she's living in England. Look, right here. I'm going to show you with my pen. Right here is where I'm at. Okay. So far. Yep. We have talked about 10-year-old Mary. Then we have the uncle underneath who's from England. She's from India. She has made friends at the mansion. So I'm guessing he's rich, this uncle, including the gardener Ben Weatherstaff. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. And I'm also going to put that there's Ben Weatherstaff, Staff, and he's the gardener. So, what have you seen me do so far? Drop that in the comments. What have you seen me do? Yeah, you saw me go back in the text and find out who the characters were. The setting, I know right now, it's in a mansion in England. And it is the uncle's. She discovered a mysterious walled-off garden. Oh, so the setting is also in this garden. Day before, however, she found an old key half buried in the dirt. Ooh, that's probably an important event to the story. Found an old key buried in the dirt. So, you are going to keep reading and do exactly what I did. What did I do? What did I find? Yeah, I found characters in this first paragraph. There might be more you're going to have to add to the list, and that's okay if you're outside of the box. Setting, mansion, garden in England. Absolutely. Where did I find it? The text. Absolutely right. Great job. So you're going to keep reading the entire story. Don't just stop on the pages that I have up here. You're going to read the entire story. 113 in your book, page 113 to the end of the story. This is the you do. Use the rest of the story for your literary elements. And then there's a big one about setting. Describe below your visualization of the secret garden as Mary describes it. And also, what words and phrases from the text help you visualize this? Remember, when you submit this, all of this is worth 50 points. 50 points in the Jamboard from yesterday and the Jamboard from last week were an additional 10 points each. So that's 20 points of extra credit you could have too. At the end of this, remember how to submit. If you don't remember how to submit, please look to our video from yesterday on Monday when Mrs. Batinal was explaining to us how to open an assignment and also how to submit it. If you have any questions, please contact me. Have a great day.